A sad tale of dreams and trials. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. In the quaint town of Tontitown, Arkansas, a family known as the Duggars became a household name in America. Jim Bob Duggar, a former state representative, and his wife Michelle raised a large family of 19 children, and their lives were documented on the reality TV series 19 Kids and Counting. The family's values, rooted in conservative Christianity, centered around traditional roles, family, and a strong emphasis on faith. However, beneath the surface of their seemingly perfect life lay a story filled with dreams, struggles, and painful realities. Jim Bob and Michelle got married in 1984, and they shared a strong vision of a large family. Their faith in God and their commitment to one another were unwavering, and they welcomed their first child, Josh, in 1988. Over the next 2 decades, the couple continued to have children, bringing joy and chaos into their home. The Duggars captured the hearts of viewers with their harmonious family life, well-behaved children, and a strong moral compass. Their beliefs revolved around the idea of quiverful, a biblical perspective that encourages large families. They adhered to strict courtship rules, modesty in clothing, and abstaining from birth control, all of which contributed to their growing family. The Duggars became a symbol of a family that upheld traditional values, and many found inspiration in their lifestyle. However, tragedy struck in the Duggars' seemingly idyllic world. Josh Duggar, the eldest son and a prominent figure in the family, became embroiled in a scandal that shattered the family's reputation. In 2015, reports surfaced that Josh had molested several underage girls, including some of his sisters, when he was a teenager. The revelations were devastating not just for the victims but for the entire family, as they were forced to confront the darkness that lay hidden beneath their carefully curated image of perfection. The news was a turning point for the Duggars. The scandal led to the cancellation of their reality show, which had become a platform for their values and way of life. This abrupt end was a crushing blow, as it not only affected their public image but also their financial stability. The scrutiny of the media intensified, and the family's struggles were laid bare for the world to see. As the dust began to settle, it became evident that the Duggars were dealing with internal strife. The aftermath of the revelations forced them to confront unresolved issues, not just related to Josh's actions but to their family's dynamic as a whole. Their beliefs had always focused on forgiveness and redemption, but they soon realized that healing from such trauma was far more complicated than they had ever anticipated. Michelle Duggar, who had always been seen as the nurturing mother, was now thrust into a position where she had to protect her other children while also grappling with her emotions about her eldest son. The siblings, who had appeared so close-knit on television, found themselves divided. Some were supportive of Josh, while others felt betrayed and hurt. The family had to navigate their relationships carefully, often through the lens of a counselor, as they sought to heal and understand one another's perspectives. As the years passed, new challenges continued to arise. Jim Bob and Michelle were faced with the reality that while they had instilled strong values in their children, the world outside their home was far more complicated than they had prepared them for. The Duggars struggled with their notoriety. They went from being a beloved family to one infamous for their tragedy. Their home, which had once been a place of laughter and joy, was now often filled with tension and quiet contemplation. The family's attempts for redemption included starting new ventures, such as hosting seminars on family and faith, which allowed them to connect with fans who still admired their commitment to traditional values. However, each public appearance was often a reminder of their past and the pain it harbored. While many individuals supported them, others criticized their efforts, leading to further rifts between the family and those who had once been loyal fans. Another significant turning point for the Duggars was the public reaction to their beliefs and family values. As society evolved and conversations around gender roles, abuse, and family dynamics became more complex, some former supporters distanced themselves from the family's message. A documentary called Shiny Happy People later explored the implications of their lifestyle, shedding light on the potential harms of the strict structure they practiced. This caused even further scrutiny on their teachings and methods of parenting. The fallout from Josh's actions led him to apologize publicly and seek redemption through therapy and faith-based initiatives. However, many still struggled to reconcile the image of the Duggars with the reality of the devastation caused. For the siblings, returning to a sense of normalcy proved challenging. Their identities had been tied to a public persona that was now deeply tarnished. Amidst these challenges, the Duggar family faced further adversity when Josh was arrested again in 2021 on charges of possession of child sexual abuse materials. This news devastated many within the family, reopening wounds that had begun to heal. Michelle and Jim Bob found themselves navigating a complex web of emotions once again as they dealt with the implications of their son's choices. As the years continued to pass, the Duggars demonstrated resilience in the face of adversity. While the family was marked by tragedy, they remained committed to their belief in hope and healing. They leaned on their faith, worked hard to rebuild their relationships, and sought to create a supportive environment for the younger children who lacked the exposure to the world outside their parents' ideologies. With each passing year, the Duggars continued to navigate the path of redemption despite their sad circumstances. While public interest in their lives waned, they forged ahead, focusing on the family that still believed in their core values. Communication improved, and dinners that had once been filled with tension gradually became moments for sharing, laughter, and connection. They would often meet for family gatherings, celebrating milestones, marriages, and births of grandchildren, reminding themselves of the love that still remained amidst the turmoil. Jim Bob and Michelle learned the importance of listening and understanding their children's perspectives, creating an environment where everyone felt seen and valued. The Duggars' journey has been a complicated tapestry woven with threads of happiness, heartache, and hope. Each family member grappled with the shadows of their past but found moments of lightness in being together. They came to realize that forgiveness was not just a one-time event, but an ongoing process, one that required continual effort, love, and understanding. As they navigated their new normal, the Duggars remained a family bound by ties of love, even when their public image seemed tarnished. They showed how to adapt while holding on to the essence of their beliefs. With each trial, they learned to lean on one another, fostering an unbreakable bond that weathered the storms thrown their way. Their life story reminds us that even those with strong faith face trials and tribulations. It reveals the complexity of family relationships and the power of forgiveness and redemption. While their story may be marked by sadness, it is also filled with resilience, a testament to the human spirit's capacity to heal, grow, and navigate the aftermath of pain. Ultimately, the Duggar family's journey serves as a reminder of the importance of communication, understanding, and support in the face of adversity. Their ongoing struggles and triumphs illustrate that life is intricate, and behind every family story lies both joy and sorrow, dreams and challenges, love and disappointment. And in that complexity, there is hope for healing and connection, no matter how tough the circumstances may seem. Each family member has their narrative, a piece of the whole woven together, learning to rise from the ashes and continue moving forward. Through the lens of their story, we see the beauty and tragedy of family life, the quest for healing, and the resolve to find peace amid chaos. The Duggar family's journey may not have gone as planned, but their legacy endures as a lesson for many, grounding us in the reality that every family is on a journey, sometimes marked by tragedy but always striving for understanding and love. In the end, while Jim Bob, Michelle, and their children will forever navigate their path, they hold on to the belief that even in sadness, there is potential for new beginnings and brighter tomorrows.